Hello everyone, Martin Ingram here, and welcome to the wonderful world of Whitetails Part 4. I truly believe now that I have three does, at least three does in the property. This doe is on the upper trail in the northernmost portion of my property, and she's got all these white specks all over her. This is at 7:39 a.m., and although it's totally conceivable that she could have got to the other end of the property in, I think, 7 minutes, I don't believe that she's down there. But other good sign is the does are starting to use the field in daylight hours. Well, pardon me, it was 8 minutes later. 8 minutes later, these two does are in the food plot. Daylight. It's a good thing that they're starting to use it. But I wouldn't see any of the white splotches that other deer had. So I'm pretty sure I got three does on the property, and they're using it in daylight hours. Now I want to talk about those pesky little bears before I get into what I think is the start of the breakup of the bachelor groups of our bucks. Now here's this doe again, earlier, before she went on that trail, by the apple tree. Now you notice the position of the apple tree where the camera's pointing, or these brush piles, was made to catch anything coming up the trail and video it out that way. But if you'll spot, but soon after this, a couple days I think, I got help with camera direction. It was the very same day. Now you notice the camera position's changed. It's about to reloop back to how it got there. Now I don't know if it's mama or baby bears, but they're trying to be production assistants, and they literally move the camera more toward the field. Well, it actually didn't hurt my feelings at all. Well, there's one of the babies. They're growing up big, aren't they? That's a baby. That was a baby a little while ago. You know, there's two bears there because that bear's moving the camera, so you can see the other one. Come on, get it over there. See? There's the other bear in the photo already. See, look at him. He's over there, you dipstick. You should have had the camera pointing this way, Martin. There, that'll fix it for you. Well, and fix it did, because the breakup of the bachelor group is coming up, and I'll show you how this camera being there helped me figure that out. And again, you wonder if Mama's not giving directions on how to move these cameras. Here's a food plot 2 camera. Mama goes right by it. She bumped it, but it didn't really move. But you watch. She'll yell back to the boys, "Come over here, boys. See what Mama did to the camera. Just moved it a little bit." And here comes the babies, hustling after Mama. So they're playing with the cameras. Not all of them. But so far they've actually moved 4 cameras, but that's okay. It's all in fun as long as they don't take them down and rip them apart like bears are known to do. By the way, September 1st is the opening of bear season in Vermont, and I'll have a license for them. I don't know if I should shoot Mama or one of the bear babies, but I think if I shoot Mama, I'll have less bear trouble in the future. We'll start with a narrow 4 and a narrow 6. 14th August, 11:56 p.m. Here they are. They've been together pretty much. We call them twins. Back when they're both spikes growing. One grew 6, one grew 4. But they've been together almost since the food plot started. And here, this evening here, they ate in here for half an hour. Only on this side of the plot, and never went to the other side of the plot. But it shows they're still buddying around. They're still friends. Now here's Pinstripe. Pinstripe has been here every night. Sometimes early in the morning, sometimes late at night, always just before dark, 8:24 p.m. this time of year, just there. And this is 4 days later, on the 18th, is when I see him, a big change in what's starting to happen. Okay, so 8:25, he enters the plot, he's eating. Now he's on the other side of the plot, same night, half hour later, looking back. Now, for some reason, the other camera didn't pick up the entry of another deer. But he kept looking back that way. But from the other side of the plot, soon thereafter, a narrow 6 and a narrow 4 entered the plot. And Pinstripe doesn't like the situation now. And he makes motion toward the 4 and then starts eating. Narrow 6 confused. He's confused. Doesn't know what's going on. Hey, am I okay? Am I okay? Snuggle, snuggle. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. But the narrow 4, Pinstripe doesn't like the narrow 4. For some reason, I don't like. Yeah, you good. Yeah, stay away from me, man. Stay away from me. This continues. Now, this scene here is about to flip. Here it goes. It's almost like Pinstripe is telling the 6 that he doesn't like the 4 and that Pinstripe better do something. I mean, that the narrow 6 better do something about it. Okay? Because it wasn't soon after this. I mean, this is 9:50. Soon after what I call a conversation, the narrow 6 goes over and talks to the narrow 4. Sort of keeps him in that corner. Says, he doesn't want you over there, man. You stay over here. Your best bet's just stay over here. Shut up, man. Just don't go over there. But I want to go over there, man. No, don't go over there. Don't go over there. You stay over here. You stay over here because he doesn't like you, man. He just doesn't like you. So you just stay here, man. Stay here. Stay there. Or leave, one of the two. And this goes on for a while. He really gets aggressive here. He really gets aggressive. He doesn't want you here, man. You've got to move out. You've got to go. You've got to go. You don't go with it. Get out. I told you, you better do something about him. I don't want him near me. He's getting too close, Pinstripe says. Man, I just want to eat food. Not here. This is the reloop. It starts over again. He's pushing away. Get out. Man, I'm warning you. Pinstripe says no, man. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. You got to get out of here, man. You got to get out. Get out. Get out. Yeah, I think this is breaking up the bachelor groups. Another thing that's interesting is that Blacktip never visited the field all week. Not once. I didn't see the broad 5, I mean the wide 5 right or the wide 5 left. So I think stuff happened off camera, and Pinstripe's taking charge of this food plot, at least at night. There's no daytime visiting of bucks yet, or since the narrow 6 last week. But this is interesting behavior. Pinstripe's kind of saying to the 6 point, yeah, you can stick around, but get rid of your buddy. And there lies another issue that happens a little later on. Pinstripe goes over to the edge of the field. Now the narrow 4 is over here. You'll see his nose stick out. Narrow 6 is back there. The narrow Pinstripe's looking back. Why is he looking back again? And he finally tells the narrow 4, you just got to go, man. Just get out. And he sticks, I just want to eat, man. I just want to eat. Just go. Leave. Bye. And we don't see the narrow 4 again for a while. 8 minutes later, Pinstripe, the narrow 6, and the spike. And Pinstripe doesn't seem to mind the spike. It's almost like he kicked the 4-pointer out so the spike could come in and eat. That's why he was looking back. I'm not sure. Deer activity, deer are odd. White-tailed deer are odd creatures. White-tailed deer are odd creatures. In the meantime, where did Blacktip go? Thanks to a readjustment by the baby bear on our apple tree cam, we know that blacktip and a different spike are at the apple tree now. They've moved up the very same day, early that morning. So the breakup is starting. They'll start clearing their antlers out here in a little bit. I'm looking forward to seeing some of that stuff come off. I forgot to mention that the apples are starting to fall from that tree. And that's what he's up in there after. Not only that, there's some food I've planted around this area. This is the Five Corners area I was talking about in an earlier video. So he came in, gave us a good facial, and sowed the spike. Now I wanted you to meet my buddy, my truck. Jim nicknamed my truck. Here's Skitter. Jim nicknamed him Skitter. He came up this weekend and I had to move some wood. I used my truck to tie a rope to it and haul it around. Skitter's a 2005 Dodge Ram 1500 4x4. It does not have a Hemi, but it doesn't need one. But I moved a bunch of wood with him this weekend because I couldn't cut it off all and move it fast enough to get a camp built where the wood pile was. When he saw what Skitter done with it, what my truck Skitter had done with the pile, he called him Skitter. So he's got a new name, Skitter. This is VT Archer over and out. Over and out. Thanks.